Welcome back to Across Louisiana. You know, we're always thrilled to get a visit from 100 Black men of Metro Baton Rouge here that do so much good in our community. And they're here today to talk about dollars and cents and more. And here to tell us all about it is Morise Duffin. Welcome to the show.
Hey, glad to be here.
Such a great organization here in this community. I mean, really making a difference. But for folks who might not be familiar with the wide array of programs that y'all offer, tell us a little bit about 100 Black men of Metro Baton Rouge.
Absolutely. The 100 focuses on fostering and developing programs, model programs that help the community by helping to enhance the youth. We focus on 4 model programs: mentoring, education, health and wellness, and economic development.
I love the approach that the 100 takes because it really touches every area of your life. And one of those is financial literacy, obviously more important now than maybe it ever has been.
Yes.
You have an important program that addresses that. Tell me about it.
Absolutely, we do. It's called Dollars and Cents. It's a program for high school students, and we help students to learn how to create wealth, how to use some fundamental tools like budgeting, savings. We definitely get into the deeper financial things like stocks, bonds, and those type of things. We help students to learn how to, improve their lives through utilizing finances.
Why is that type of education right now so important?
It's very important because, when I was young, there was really no outlet, and even today, you could go through high school and college and never get taught on anything with finances.
Right.
So our goal is to catch high school students at an early age, teach them about some of these fundamental things, because the more you understand finances and put things in place to create wealth, build wealth, you can do the things that you accomplish your dreams. You can help your kid go to college.
Right.
You can purchase that home that you wanted. So we help them to do all of these things. And again, like I said, there's really not a program through the school systems that really addresses this. And you could go a long time without sitting down and understanding finances.
And that's really, that's something that affects everybody. That's something that you need to know how to do in order to function in this society. And
Absolutely.
It really fills in an important gap in some information that they might not otherwise be getting.
Absolutely.
So, obviously, efforts like this are always a partnership amongst yourselves and with the public. What are some things that the public can do to help assist in this goal?
We use some of our members to go out to high schools to get with their counselors, and of course, always contact the 100 office. Go to our website. The program runs 8 weeks. We start usually in March, so we'll start in March. Usually applications are due by then, and we go 8 weeks, and we have a classroom setting. The students come. We have a college setting that we teach in, have all the technology, and teach them all the information. So what the public can do is tell any high school student to contact their counselor or the 100, and we've even had parents to sit in and was so inspired, they've asked us to do some classes. So if someone really wants to learn about finances, if you want your student or your child to get a head start, tell them to contact the 100 or their counselor, and we'll help them along the way. And we encourage parents to come sit in, because we've had parents to learn more than the students.
I'm not surprised. I know that I felt, just reading the notes for this, that I would be, would have benefited from something like that, and I know that everyone out there will too. Really quickly, tell them where they can go to find out more.
Sure. They can go to the 100 website, like I just mentioned, and the office number is 225, I'm going to try to get it right, 356-9444.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for coming on and telling us all about it.
Thanks
Appreciate
for having me.
Well, speaking of economic development, it's taking place in Livingston Parish with the Livingston Economic Development Council. Take a look.
I have spent the last 26 years in the economic development world. I started my career at the state level, working with all 64 parishes, primarily focusing on international business development. I was able to be part of the 5 different governors' administrations and led the international business development and recruitment operations for all 5 of those governors, going back to Buddy Roemer and through the general administration. I left the general administration about 2.5 years ago and joined the Baton Rouge Area Chamber. And my area of focus then became just the 9 parishes of the Baton Rouge Capital Region, including Livingston Parish. So I was very fortunate to be able to work very closely with the LEDC and with Randy Rogers and his team during this time. Now that I have been invited to be part of the Livingston Parish family, I will be focusing on the parish itself, learning what the business needs for the existing companies are, and also what the advantages are and how we can best position Livingston Parish to attract new companies to the area. Trust is probably the most important factor when we start working with a prospect to invest in a particular location. And that means dealing upfront and honestly, and if we're showing a site, we talk about the advantages of the sites, and we also talk about any of the pitfalls that might be established with that site. If we're able to do that early on and put those things on the table, we get credibility with those folks. The I-12 corridor on this side to the east of the Mississippi River puts Livingston Parish in the most ideal situation of any parish between, probably between Natchez and New Orleans to win projects. The workforce, the education system, the road system that's been improved and is being improved, and available sites gives Livingston Parish advantages that other parishes will not have. I think that Livingston has an advantage because so much of the infrastructure is ahead of the growth. The roads, there are water systems, and there are some plans to extend sewer systems beyond even the boundaries of the cities or the towns that own them. So I think that we're going to see some of those things take place. We've got some sewer systems that are idle right now. I think that we will eventually see those put to use, and the interaction that I've had with the mayors and with the parish leaders indicate to me that they're looking for places to put new water towers and new sewer systems to be ahead of that growth, because those are vital things to businesses coming to Livingston Parish. Business development does not happen in a vacuum. And one of the things that I've pointed out over my career is that economic development is an art, it's not a science. And so much of the artistry goes into who is at the table, who are the painters, who are the musicians. And I like to describe it as an orchestra, and LEDC being the conductor and helping bring the people together who cause the training and the infrastructure and the taxation and the assessment of business property to work together. And while I was at BRAC, I was able to see this work with the Martin Brower project, with the industrial park that LEDC has, and the infrastructure developments. Because these people, the mayors and the parish president and LEDC were working together, they're able to go approach the other players. Sometimes it's the railroad, sometimes it's the Department of Transportation and Baton Rouge, sometimes it's a granting authority, the EDA. Because the LEDC and the Livingston team work together so well, it makes it easier to go bring other players to the table because they're speaking with a unified voice. I can honestly say that I don't think some of these projects would have occurred if it hadn't been for the teamwork. Livingston Parish is absolutely the place to be if you have an existing business in the Capital Region and you're expanding, or you're a new business looking to establish an operation here. You can find out more information about LEDC in Livingston Parish by going to our website at ledc.net, or finding us and calling us, and we'll come and visit with you to explain the advantages that Livingston Parish has to offer.
Always great things happening in Livingston Parish. It's a great place to do business. Well, coming up next on Across Louisiana, we'll get a visit from the Alzheimer's services of the capital area. You won't want to miss it.